Welcome to Swayze Chapel. I'm Eli Weiner, lead intern for the Vail Series, and in a normal year, I would be standing on stage welcoming you to the first Vail Series concert of the year. However, while we aren't here together, we are here to enjoy a wonderful virtual concert by Aoife O'Donovan. Aoife has been visiting classes this week in music and creative writing and has already become well acquainted with many Denison students, faculty, and staff, and we are very excited to welcome her to campus next October. For the spring, we have two wonderful concerts planned. American Spiritual Ensemble will, hopefully, be able to perform in this space in February. And in April, we present a moving concert for voice, body, and strings by Daniel Bernard Romain and Mark Bamuthi Joseph entitled Blackbird Fly. Both sons of Haitian immigrants, these gentlemen engage the audience in critical questions of our time. But tonight, it is a pleasure to introduce Aoife O'Donovan. In addition to her solo career, she is one-third of the band I'm With Her, a 2020 Grammy Award winner, vocalist and co-founder for Crooked Still, and vocalist for the Goat Rodeo sessions with Yo-Yo Ma, Chris Thiele, Edgar Meyer, and Stuart Duncan. And now, Denison's Vail Series proudly presents Aoife O'Donovan.
Hello, Denison. I'm here in my backyard in Brooklyn on a September day. I know right now when you're watching it's October. It's probably a little bit colder. It still feels like summer here in New York City. And I'm happy to be here doing this concert, especially for you guys. I know it's going to be a really fun kind of bunch of stuff we got planned this semester. I haven't done it yet, so I can't say it's been fun, but I know it will be. I'm going to play a whole set of my music for you guys right now, right here from my backyard. You might hear some street noise, you might hear the ice cream truck, you might hear some airplanes, but just doing it real. Here we go. Bright summertime, pour the wine. We've got time, I'll make you mine. Under the apple tree, I planted for my love and me. Your hand upon my breast, in my sundress, you steal a kiss. How sweet it is. Under the apple tree, I planted for my love and me. Come September, we'll be swimming inside her, and we'll press the fruit into butter, and we'll bake it into pies. Hold me all night, I love you like a butterfly. Just let me lie under the apple tree. I planted for my love and me. Come September, we'll be swimming inside her, and we'll press the fruit into butter, and we'll bake it into pies. Hold me, oh my, I love you like a butterfly. Just let me lie under the apple tree. I planted for my love and me. I planted for my love and me. Thank you. All right. That was a song that I recorded with my band I'm With Her. We set some music by the great Julian Lage to some text that we wrote together, and it's called Under the Apple Tree. And a couple years ago, my parents actually gave me a beautiful apple tree that you can't see in the shop, but I can see it. It's over in the corner of this backyard. And it's a nice little thing to think about. It hasn't given us any fruit yet. So September, we're not swimming in cider, but we will be hopefully at some point. Here's one called The King of the Birds. Look out, here I come now, pissed out. I'm a fighter bird, I'm a harrier hawk, I'm a wild fox. I keep the time by the city clock. When the moon is steady, I'll find you. I'm not lucky and I'm not scared, 'cause there could be a gold mine anywhere. Anyone that I might want in this world, they're asleep in the arms of another girl. Who would they be when the lights come up? Everyone that I've ever loved in my life now calls somebody else their wife. Who am I to you? Get up, get it together and climb on up to the top of the tree. I'm an owl now, I'm a lonely owl. Where, what, where, how the hell did I get this far without you? Pull my feathers one by one and you put them in your pocket. When I'm gone, anyone that I might want in this world, they're asleep in the arms of another girl. Who would they be when the lights come up? Everyone that I've ever loved in my life now calls somebody else their wife. Who am I to you? Who am I to you? Am I just anyone? Am I the only one? Who am I to you? Am I just anyone? Am I the only one? Come on, put me back together, let me soldier on. I'm the king of it all. I'm a little remnant, I'm happiest when I hit you right on the wing of a friend, looking down on everything there. When the road gets weary, love, remember who I'm dreaming of. In my mind, you're all still clapping. I put out a record several years ago called In the Magic Hour, and I've been singing this song last couple of weeks just kind of getting it ready for some of these live streams, and my daughter today told me that was her favorite song, and she called it The Magic Out. The Magic Out. I don't know what that means, but whatever it means in a 2-year-old's imagination, I think is pretty cool. Magic Hour, here we go. In the magic hour, when the moon is low, and the sky's the kind of blue that you think you know, but you don't know. The tooth-cutter's donkey runs around, and all the fairy children, they run around, and all the other children, they make no sound. In that hour, if you're on the coast and the waves nip at your heels like a dog, pull me closer. It's past the time of the dinner bell, but before the shine of Orion's belt, and the sky's still bluer than a bluebell. Oh, when I go, would you throw my bones to the fish and weigh my body down with sticks and stones? Bury me not in the old graveyard where all my friends are beneath the heather on the high hillside. Death is a lonely bride. In the magic hour when the moonlight gleams and the sky's kind of gray that you've never seen until you've seen it. We run down to the Virgin Mary's bank while our mothers cried and our fathers drank. We all just try to see where the ship sank. In that hour, if you listen hard, you might hear my granddaddy singing far away like an evening star. Songs of an old Ireland, songs about being young again. I wish I was young again. Oh, when I go, would you throw my bones to the fish and weigh my body down with sticks and stones? Bury me not in the old graveyard where all my friends are beneath the heather on the high hillside. Death is a lonely bride. In the magic hour when the moon is low and the sky's the kind of blue that you think you know. I saw a hummingbird during that song. I've never seen a hummingbird back here in this backyard. Felt like a good sign. Here's a song called Porch Light. The darkest night I ever seen. It was the night you came to me on your knees, whispering, I'm sorry. Keeping time with your heartbeat, I danced along to your left feet. You kissed my cheek and left me on a city street. Tell me, where'd you go when you left my home on your back alone? There was room for me on your handlebars, I couldn't have seen the stars. You wanna live a life of restlessness, wander around singing the blues. You find solace in the barroom girls, they got nothing to lose. You wanna live a life of loneliness, baby, so do I wanna sit under the porch and light and watch the yellow moon rise. If I were to let you go, how far you'd fall, I'll never know. I'll grab your toes and swing you like a circus show. Tame the tigers, swallow fire, tiptoe across the tightrope wire. Out there I hear a choir. Would you help me find another stone to grind and another man to mind? Would you recognize that I might be a prize, that I might be a prize? You wanna live a life of restlessness, wander around singing the blues. You find solace in the barroom girls, they got nothing to lose. You wanna live a life of loneliness, baby, so do I wanna sit under the porch and light and watch the yellow moon rise. Wanna live a life of loneliness, baby, so do I wanna sit under the porch and light, under the porch light. Thank you so much. Here's a song that I wrote right here in this very backyard with my friend Sarah Giroux. A couple of years back, maybe 5 years ago, she came over, took the train down here from her apartment on the Upper West Side, and got out a couple instruments, came back here on a spring day, and wrote this next song. It's called Hornets. I'm going to think of the sirens as part of the soundtrack of how the original song was written. There ain't nothing left for me here, I gotta get out. It's been the better part of 29 years just trying to get out. Got no one running after me, pray these 2 feet carry me south. Then out of the corner of my eye, you're looking at me. Got one of the stars painted on my thigh, you're weak in the knees. Let's sleep down by the frontage road, following the sound of the blackest crows out. With that you were going away and I was gone with you, I'd sit myself right down and I'd lace up my traveling shoes. If I lose you down the road, would you look over your shoulder? I'll be there in heaven, hold you. We've only traveled 17 miles, you wanna turn back. Don't leave your little girl in the wild, the sky's turning black. Play tug of war till the morning comes, find the road, stick out your thumb. Hold it there when no one comes, just run. Got no one running after me, pray these 2 feet carry me. With you were going away and I was going with you. I'd sit myself right down and I'd lace up my traveling shoes. If I lose you down the road, but you look over your shoulder, I'll be there to have and hold you. My ration's running low when I'm alone, when I hit the state line. Turning back is the only way to go, back to what's mine. I'll die in the bed that I was born in, gone from this world without warning, babe. With the you were going away and I was going with you, I'd sit myself right down and I'd lace up my traveling shoes. If I lose you down the road, would you look over your shoulder? I'll be there to have and hold you. With the you were going away and I was going with you, I'd sit myself right down and I'd lace up my traveling shoes. If I lose you down the road, would you look over your shoulder? I'll be there to have and hold you. So school is definitely a little bit different this year, I think, for everybody. Huge shout out to the teachers who are just the real heroes of the moment. Education is so important and so life-changing. The teachers that we have really do have the power to completely change our lives. And I'll share a funny story about this next song. In March, I put out a song cycle, a little new EP called Bullfrogs Croon and Other Songs, kind of based around this group of songs, these 3 songs I wrote, with my friends Jeremy Kittle and Teddy Abrams, setting the poetry of the great Peter Sears. He was the Poet Laureate of Oregon. He was on faculty at University of Oregon. He was just an incredible man and educator. I just killed a mosquito. Don't judge me. Funnily enough, I was on tour with Mary Chapin Carpenter while I was working on this piece, and I mentioned to her that I was working on it and setting this beautiful poetry to music, and she asked me, "What's the poet? Who's the poet? And what is it?" And I said, "It's this poet Peter Sears. Have you heard of him?" And she just, her face just completely went white, and she said, "He was my teacher in Princeton, New Jersey when I was growing up, and he is the one who, helped her become a writer." It's just really magical to think that this man's words now are in my music. It's really incredible. So, hope you enjoyed this one. It's called Night Fishing. The water is a glass, like loneliness it is with itself. I cast and close my eyes for the world out across the water, the line striking the surface. To settle on the bottom, Then I jig it up a little. I imagine the luring of the dark. I play it lightly and fish rise just shy of the surface. They play their glints off the moon on the water. I see to my own loneliness. It's not too big and it breathes easily. Soon it may pretend it's rain. Soon it may pretend it's rain. Rain blues the water. There is nothing wrong with rain. I take a deep breath and I cast and cast. Night fishing. Here's one from my first record, Fossils. Gonna lay my burden down, lay my body in the ground. Cold clay against my skin, I don't care at all. Can't seem to find my peace of mind. With the earth I'll lay entwined. 6 feet underground, my feet are warm and dry. When I get to the other side, I'll put your picture way up high. I'm not coming back to you, it's just too far. If I was cast out on the sea, would you come and look for me? Would you just let me sink beneath the waves so blue? What if I learned to fly? I'd fly all night till day drew nigh. I'd perch down upon a bridge and scan the crowd for you. I'd touch my feet on the land, I'll kiss your lips and take your hands. You know I'm not here to stay, it's just too far. Darling, can't you hear me cry? My bones are broke, my tongue is tied. The moon is swaying back and forth against the navy sky. It's all that I can see. My body's trembling and I'm on my knees. Have a little mercy on me, run away and hide. When I sleep, the angels sing. standing at the gates, I'll fall down in joy. I know my race has just been run. When I was young, my mom would say, oh, life is hard, that's okay. If you can make it through the day, it's not that far. No, it's not that far. It's around this point in the show that I would ask you all to sing along with me. So I will ask you. I can't hear you, but I'm going to trust that you're out there singing. I can't wait till we can all sing together in a room again. That's definitely the thing I miss the most. I've been so lucky to be home with a lot of musicians living in my house. My husband plays the cello. My brother-in-law plays violin. Our housemate plays violin, guitar, and sings, but... and we've been having a great time playing together, but, you know, just nothing can replace a whole crowd of people with their voices raised in song. It's a very special and very powerful thing. When I was a barmaid, you were my maid. When I was a brave knight, you were my steed. When I was so lonesome, I wanted to cry, you came to me in the night. You cried, oh mama, sing me a love song, pour me some bourbon and lay me down low. Baby, my poor heart is breaking. Put me to sleep. When I was a sailor, you were my land, always receding, nowhere to stand. When I fell over, you were the whale, and you picked me up on your tail. You cried, oh mama, sing me a love song, pour me some bourbon and lay me down low. Baby, my poor heart is breaking. I feel the ground shaking right under my feet. Put me to sleep. When I was a farmer, you were my rain. When I was your lover, you were my pain. When all the fireflies that we trapped in jars escaped last night under the stars, you cried, oh mama, sing me a love song and pour me some bourbon, lay me down low. Baby, my poor heart is breaking. I feel the ground shaking right under my feet. Oh, mama, sing me a love song and pour me some bourbon, lay me down low. Baby, my poor heart is breaking. I feel the ground shaking right under my feet. Put me to sleep. Put me to sleep. Put me to sleep. Thanks for singing, Denison. Well, speaking of singing together and all being together, oh man, who misses festivals? Who missed the festival season this summer? I certainly did. Here's one that I wrote while driving away in my Volkswagen Jetta from Grey Fox Bluegrass Festival. And I wrote this song pulling out in this beater car after staying up all night with various other musician friends of mine and maybe consuming copious amounts of Jameson. Maybe not. You'll never know unless you were there. But this is a song kind of dedicated to the Red Stick Ramblers out of Louisiana. It's called the Lovesick Red Stick Blues.
Well, you play that thing so low, it makes me wonder about the things you know. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I get a feeling that it's just not right when you sing those songs so loud. My head is in the clouds, and I just can't shake these lovesick red stick blues. Early one morning as the sun came up, you were drinking all my whiskey from a paper cup. The music's getting rowdy, you've got straw in your hair, but baby, I just don't care. Oh, my darling boy, put on your dancing shoes. Will you love me forever? Promise you'll never leave me with the red stick. Oh, don't leave me with the lovesick red stick blues. One morning as the sun came out, you were drinking all my whiskey from a paper cup. The music's getting rowdy, you got straw in your hair. Baby, I just don't care. You still look good to me, my darling boy. Put on your dancing shoes. Will you love me forever? Promise you'll never leave me with the red stick blues. Oh, don't leave me with the lovesick red stick blues. Oh, don't leave me with the lovesick red stick blues.
All right. These mosquitoes are swarming around me. Just gonna make sure it's still recording. All right. We'll jump back into Peter Sears territory here and do a couple of songs, the other two songs of that song cycle. They're called Darkness and Valentine, and they kind of deal with very different emotions, wildly different emotions, but I really love how they go together. You'll hear. This is a real bloodbath.
say you were out for a walk, and somewhere through the trees you walk out of everything in your head. Or off by a window in thought, and what you look out to crease of trees, perhaps you don't see it all. What you are thinking there in the trees, as you open like this through a window and walk into gazing, then say darkness falls. Farther back than the cave you fell into, farther back than the violence, two animals, darkness, darkness. Farther back than the water you dove into, hands in front of your face to feel your way down, and know this darkness did not begin, did not gather. Something backing off, it seems, as you come in, re-enters you and crosses you over. The sleep of the living and the dead, the sleep of the living and the dead, the sleep of the living and the dead. Big frogs croak, baby frogs slither. I'd rather go broke than not be with her. Bullfrogs croon, slugs wiggle wider. I'd live in ruin to lie down beside her.
Thank you so much. All right. How about a little Joni Mitchell? This is a song that I love singing. Never gets old for me. Hopefully it doesn't get old for you. Long live the radio. Long live National Public Radio. If you're driving into town with a dark cloud above you, dialing the number who's bound to love you. Oh, honey, you turn me on. I'm a radio. I'm a country station. I'm a little bit corny. I'm a wildwood flower waving for you. I'm a broadcasting tower waving for you. And I'm sending you this signal here. And I hope you can pick it up loud and clear. 'Cause I know you don't like weak women. You get bored so quick. But you don't like strong women 'cause they're hip to your tricks. It's been dirty for dirty down the line. But you know, I come when you whistle, when you're loving and kind. If you've got too many doubts, if there's no good reception for me, then tune me out. 'Cause honey, who needs the static? It hurts the head, and you wind up cracking, and your day goes dismal. From breakfast morning to the side of prayer. What a sorry face you get to wear. I'm gonna tell you again now, if you're still listening there. If you're driving into town with a dark cloud above you, dialing the numbers bound to love you. If you're lying on the beach with a transistor going, kick off the sandflies. Honey, the love's still flowing. If your head says forget it, but your heart's still smoking, call me at the station. Lines are open. Lines are open. Lines are open, All right, folks. My name is Aoife O'Donovan. I got a couple more songs for you. Looks like it might rain out here. Here's one called Red and White and Blue and Gold. Red and white and blue and gold. I wanna wait for the water to touch my toe.
bury my feet in the sand. There's a hole and it's 12 miles deep. I dug it with my hands. Come on, lie next to me. I'll sing you to sleep. I'll sing you to sleep. There's a band on the boardwalk. You're tapping your feet. I'm too drunk to dance. Black and blue all on my face. I wanna follow you home. I wanna see your place. Wanna take you in my arms and float down the river with you. I wanna buy the farm. Come on, let's run away. Baby, let's go. Let's go. There's a southbound train pulling out at night. Leave this jukebox joint behind. Come on, let's have one more. I don't wanna go. I'm not ready to go. I'm scared of the way that my heart gets sore. Wondering if you're mine. Are you mine? Are you mine? Are you mine? Are you mine? Come on, let's jump in. The water's cold. It's gonna be cold, but the feeling I get when you touch my skin, it makes me bold. Come on, let's kiss in the July sun, beneath the July sky. Oh, the feeling I get when you pass me by. Red and white and blue and gold. I wanna wait for the water to touch my toes. It's the 4th of July. I wanna wait for the fire to burn my eyes.
All right, Denison, it's been a real pleasure being here for you today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for having me this semester. I look forward to meeting you all in person, hopefully next year.
Twas on a bright March morning, I bid New Orleans adieu. Took the road to Jacksontown, my fortune to renew. I cursed all foreign money, no credit could I gain, and it filled my heart with longing for the lakes of Pontchartrain. I stepped on board a railroad car in the early morning sun. I rode the rails till evening, and I laid me down again. All strangers here, no friends to me, till the darker door became. I fell in love with a Creole girl on the lakes of Pontchartrain. I said, my lovely Creole girl, my money here, it's no good. If it weren't for the alligators, I'd sleep out in the wood. You're welcome here, kind stranger. Our house is very plain, and we never turned a stranger out on the lakes of Pontchartrain. She took me to her mummy's house, and she treated me quite well. The hair upon her shoulders and jet black ringlets fell. To try and paint her beauty, it would surely be in vain. So charming was my Creole girl on the lakes of Pontchartrain. I asked her if she would marry me. She said that can never be. She had got a lover and he was far at sea. She promised that she would wait for him, and faithful she'd remain till he returned his Creole girl on the lakes of Pontchartrain. Fairly well, my bonny girl, I'll never see you no more. But I'll never forget your kindness in the cottage by the shore, and in every social gathering a flowing glass I'll raise, and I'll drink to the health of my Creole girl on the lakes of Pontchartrain. I'll raise a glass to my Creole girl on the lakes of Pontchartrain.
Thank you so much, Denison. We'll see you guys in 2021.